Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Greetings. Happy Thursday night.
Tarot for Today After Dark. I'm looking forward when it's still light out when we're starting the show. Hopefully the light will keep returning quicker. All right, hope everybody is weathering the weather well. Boy, it's been a nightmare here.
It's very cold.
But not as bad as some places. Boy, I saw some of the damage from that ice storm out down south. It seems as though it's as bad as a tornado hitting. Wow, crazy stuff. Fortunately, we just have the Arctic cold here and some snow. It's very cold out. And tomorrow's going to be the worst day of the week.
I thought Saturday was.
Well, it's really tomorrow and into Saturday. But I think Saturday is going to finally get up to 20 degrees. And then from there, it will be going up bit by bit. But still, it's going to be below average. We're only getting up to the 20s, but I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Well, we're using our Season of the Witch in bulk. Oracle in bulk is almost upon us.
Hi, Kara.
Oh, hey, Kara. I'll get you on the list in a minute.
And there it is. And
Yeah,
in bulk
Mr.
is generally observed on February 2nd, though some people
And that groundhog.
may do it in the next few days.
That groundhog better not let me down this year.
Alrighty. Amethyst.
Amethyst, one of my favorite things. It seems to be number one in the deck. All right. I will read it in a minute. I'm going to throw Kara's name up there. Kara. There we go. I'll be posting the list in a moment, but let's read this card first. Amethyst. The keywords are, no surprise to me, intuition, spiritual connection, and stress relief. Go where your spirit dwells, where your sight is clear and your breath is liberated. You may be experiencing a very emotional or stressful time when you receive the amethyst card. Perhaps a situation has gotten out of hand. How many? How many situations have gotten out of hand?
Got a scorecard?
And you aren't sure how you're going to resolve the matter or what you can do, right? Amethyst is considered to be both a stone of spiritual connection and helpful in seeking sobriety, which suggests the answer to your question is likely a balance between spiritual and practical means. Taking time to clear your mind in a meditative practice could help in seeking a solution to your problem or could provide inspiration for your next steps. However, it is still up to you to put the guidance you have received into practice. Connecting with cosmic intelligence has no useful power if you are unwilling or unmotivated to act upon this gift of wisdom. Trust that your intuition is correct and will guide you to the right outcome. Additionally, this card encourages you to find productive ways to manage your stress and warns of the destructive habit of playing the victim. Perhaps you even feel powerless against your impulses, but giving in to temptation is likely to lead to further heartache. While it may not be easy, there is a way out of your circumstances, because deep down, you know what to do, even if you don't want to do it. Wow. Well, I really like amethyst, and I'm just going to say as a part of your stress relieving practice, if you have amethyst around, I find it very useful, in times of stress. Carry it with you. Hold it in your hands once in a while. Try to visualize, all that stress, all that anxiety releasing into the stone. Don't worry, it can take it. It definitely can take it. And I can tell you firsthand, that really works for me. So, by all means, in these stressful times, we might want to carry a whole chunk of amethyst with us. But whatever the case may be, I think that it's really interesting they mentioned all of that about the stress and everything that we are going through. Amethyst is also very good for your intuitive work and intuitive practices. If you are having problems connecting with your tools or your cards or even getting visions, why not put a piece of amethyst under your pillow? Why not put a chunk of amethyst, a cluster by you when you're reading your cards or divinating if you're having problems connecting?
Alrighty.
That's what I have for the collective. Good luck with that.
And Kara's given her question.
Kara's giving her question early? Well, there are many people on the list. Good job, Kara.
It must be serious.
I'm going to get it down right now.
All right, and I'm going to begin
He's
shuffling.
a March Aries. I've known a few problematic March Aries, I have to say.
Yeah, like our former longtime best friend.
Yeah, former best friend.
Who's been dead for years now, sadly. But we knew him for about 30 years.
And I do have to say this.
A commanding presence.
He was a great guy, no doubt about it. But I'll tell you what, you'd get on his wrong side, and he could be a force to be reckoned with.
And he probably made as many good enemies as he did good friends, to be honest. All right, so
I got Kara's question. I think I've got everybody's question. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And we're going to get started with Libra. Libra is asking for...
What do I need to know?
What she needs to know.
So that'll be the 1, 2, 3 reading.
All right. And there's the list. We're on our way. Sonny. Sonny boy.
What's up? What are you looking at?
Oh, poor Mr. O. He's got to go out in the bitter cold on Saturday.
Or I'm canceling.
Well, you should have done it already, 48 hours, you know.
I suppose, but that just means that we're going to have to pull your car out of the garage and put mine in there so it'll warm up easier.
We'll be able to do that tomorrow night. But then you're going to warm mine up and put it back in there on Saturday when you're done. My car was a little grumpy today, but to be fair, I didn't really warm it up enough, I think. It was grumpy.
Alrighty, what does Libra need to know? Card 1. The Chariot.
Get moving.
You need to be engaged with something, or you shall be shortly. You're finding motivation and energy to really tackle or move towards a specific goal. And it sort of feels like it's like an achievement kind of thing, like you need to do this so that you kind of, have command or control of the situation. I mean, it's really like showing you're the one leading the pack, if I can use that metaphor too.
It must be my wheel. Okay, I got it. It wasn't close to the table. There we go. You can lean on it. I would say with this card, Libra, not just as motivation and you got to get moving. You have to get moving with a purpose, with something that's goal directed, something that you're really motivated to accomplishing or doing. It's time, I think, what you need to know is it's time to get a move on and get it going. Get moving on it. Put your will, determination on moving it forward, pushing it forward now.
Yes, whatever it is. All right, so why is that important? Reversed Queen of Cups. Well, I think it's important because maybe you've been kind of unbalanced emotionally about it. Maybe you have very mixed feelings. Maybe it causes a sense of stress or sadness or other, contrary emotions that you feel you need to bring back into a better, balance.
Wow, so why is it important? You've got the Queen reversed. I think, first off, maybe because, it's been hard to get excited about things right now and enthusiastic and passionate about stuff, whether, it's the issues in the world or, things closer to home that have been kind of bringing you down, depressing you. And I will say this, maybe it's even the weather, right? Who wants to do... Well, I know there's a lot of people who love the cold and the snow, but I am not one of them anymore. And so who wants to do things and motivate in this weather? You feel like laying low. And so something is kind of giving you, so it's really important for you to give that extra oomph to something and get it going.
All right, so where will this ultimately lead us? 7 of Swords, and it's upright.
That's interesting. Well,
Do you want me to try?
Go ahead first. Yeah, sure.
I was hedging, but where will it ultimately lead? You may feel that, where this leads to is a little bit more covert behavior on your part. Maybe this is about an undertaking that you don't want to do loud and proud. Maybe it's something that just needs to be done, and maybe that's why, in my view, there may be some mixed or contrary emotions that you're dealing with over this. And so maybe you feel ultimately this leads to you having to do this a little bit covertly, a little bit under the radar for some reason or another.
You know what, Mr. O, I kind of liked what you said there. Just this idea that maybe what you're going to be doing is, I think where this is heading, is that you're going to take a little smaller steps, subtler maneuvers to getting this off the ground. Maybe because you're lacking the confidence right now, or because you have been a little bit lackadaisical or non-motivated. It probably is a wise thing to do to move a little slower, a little bit more calculated and deliberately, and maybe not making a lot of waves in the process, because, should you fail or should you not follow through with something, well, then you don't have to answer to anybody but yourself, So you might want to just take it quiet and slow for a while, but to get something moving, to me right now, seems essential.
So hurry up, but be prepared to maybe take it down. All right, our Lenormand is the ring. And La Coffin, as they say.
Well, this is a toughie. If I have to read this, though, in relation to the other cards, I would say that there's an end to the things that are blocking your commitment towards working on this. You have to put an end to the things that are blocking your commitment to working on this. And you don't have to go full gangbusters, but you do need to create the space now and the time to start getting this off the ground.
I like that. And maybe that does go towards my idea with the Seven of Swords, or yours even. The idea that maybe, this just has to be a matter of quiet and semi-covert resolution to this, rather than just really trying to make it a dramatic show of force. You just need to quietly pursue this.
And if that Lenormand deck looks slightly familiar, it comes out at certain times a year. It's the Cupid Lenormand. We'll be using the Cupid and the Romantic Lenormand through the Super Tarot Love Month. So it's a little teaser because we know February 1st is Sunday, right?
Yes, and we have nothing really prepared.
Well,
it's
only the first day, but we'll come up with something for that first day too.
Of course.
All right, well, that's what we have for you, Libra. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Libra. All right.
And Nicole is up. And let me get that. And Nicole's question is, will Justin O ever talk to me again?
Yes. I don't know if you were here last year, but for most years now, we've been doing something all February long that we call Super Tarot Love Month. And it's kind of like a celebration of Valentine's Day. We bring a little more emphasis to that idea in our readings, specifically maybe on my Emotional Matters show, but also we have occasionally tried to maybe have something special for Valentine's Day, use more of our love oracles and love-related tarot cards. There's a possibility that maybe we'll do something nice for people that month. But also we do our prediction for the Super Bowl.
That's right, because it's Super Tarot Love Month and Super Bowl month as well. So we'll be doing that sometime next week because the Super Bowl is a week from Sunday. All right, so Nicole's question is posted. I'm getting this ready. It's a slow night, and, well, I'm saying that I don't want to jinx myself, but the thing is that we always notice this, don't we? Right around the end of January and into February, things slow down.
Yeah, it does, especially for Thursday, not so much Sunday, of course. Sunday never slows down.
Well, sometimes it does.
It has, but I can count that on one hand with maybe some of the fingers smashed.
Okay.
It hasn't happened very often.
Justin.
All right.
Well, it's the king, the master, the king of winter swords. Wow. It's the eight of winter cups upright. The King of Winter Swords was reversed, right? Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't say that. And the Winter High Priestess is upright. Well, Nicole, I...
Want to see these?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
It's the book and the tree. That comes out sometimes, those two together. Whoa, Sonny.
Geez, Sonny. Come on. Lay down. Lay down. Thank you. or stand, whatever your preference. Well, Nicole, I'm going to have to think about those Lenormand, but I don't think this looks extremely positive. Oh, you took the cards away. I was looking at them. No, it's okay. Don't worry. Put some back. Okay. So the King of Winter Swords reversed. I don't know if you guys left in really negative terms with each other or stopped talking, but they could still be angry. When I see the King of Winter Swords reversed, it's somebody who's still carrying a grudge or some anger, or is having some issues, some real clouded thinking, and it's bordering on the negative.
So, is Justin the person that you thought was an important person you have a connection to? I don't remember if that was twin flame or soulmate, and you haven't talked to him in a long time. Regardless, what is it?
The King of Winter Swords.
It just sort of seems like maybe there's other things on his mind, or they're not inclined to necessarily be focused towards you. They may be working on other decisions, or there's something contrary about the king in the context of your question. So it sort of adds to the idea that maybe there's pursuing something different, or their interest lies elsewhere.
Well, I don't know if that comes out of the King of Swords, but that definitely looks like it with the Eight of Cups upright. Because the Eight of Cups upright indicates that they might be moving on. They're moving forward, possibly in a new direction. They've got different goals or aspirations now, and they're seeking something different in their life.
Well, I agree with you with that, and so maybe specifically that King of Swords, and thanks for the feedback, Nicole, that King of Swords represents a decision that's contrary, or a choice that's contrary. And therefore the inference could be that they're choosing something else, or they're not choosing to choose.
And ultimately the High Priestess is here, and I really think this isn't about their actions. This is for you. What is your intuition telling you? What is your gut deep down telling you about this situation? It's likely to be right. I don't know if it's telling you that he has moved on, or he has no interest because he's putting his interests into other areas right now. That's what the cards are saying. But you know what? Sometimes we also have to tap in to our gut and see what it's really trying to tell us here. If it's telling you something contrary, well then you may want to try to find a way to seek closure or some answers here. But I really, looking at these two cards, getting the impression he's not inclined to break down that wall between you, and he's thinking of moving away from it, actually.
Specifically with that Eight of Cups,
right,
that has that idea there. So how about the tree in the book?
Yeah, the tree in the book makes me wonder too. It could be about them. It could be that they're maybe exploring some new areas in their life that they feel are really growthful for them. Whether this is new relationships, or whether this is a career or educational, it just seems like they're in an intense exploratory period here, and they're hoping they're going to really grow from whatever they're experiencing right now, or whatever they're moving towards. I kind of do feel a tie-in between the Lenormand and that Eight of Cups.
Yeah, the story's pretty specific here. It seems like they feel they're going to grow more if they pursue something that maybe is more knowledge-based or more illumination, and so they feel like they're putting their effort into something to become more intelligent or more wise or more skilled or crafty. And I'm the kind of person that says never say never when you ask a question like that. So I just sort of feel like this just may not be the time, and it may not be for a very long time. But you may want to, do what Banshee said and listen to your own inner voice on that. And maybe we can try it again sometime if you think anything may have changed.
So I wish you luck with that. It just doesn't look really good right now. But the tarot may give us a different forecast later. But I would say no, you may not hear from them again. It's possible here.
Well,
I
like
never say
said,
completely never,
yeah.
but from the cards I'm seeing here, that's the answer I'm getting. So good luck with that.
Good luck.
But I never do say a complete never. I say check again later if you must. All right. Oh, there it is. I thought I had a thing for this. Okay, so hold on. Ari is up, and I have the question ready. Give me a minute.
You're welcome, Nicole. And I'm flashing on the screen that we will be here Sunday afternoon, 2 to 4 p.m.
We will also be here for happy hour, or one of us will be.
Well, it's a little dubious.
It's
There
a
it is.
little dubious because Mr. O has this appointment in the morning, but I may be able to be set up to do it myself, or he may come rushing back just in time.
The appointment is 40 miles away at least.
Yeah.
And it's a very cold morning. So, number one, I'm just hoping that my car gets me there and back because it's an old car and it's cold out there.
All right, Ari is up, and is it my deck? No, it's your
mine.
deck.
All right.
And there's a question.
So, was Jada ever really your friend? That's a good
Jada.
question. Jada.
My
I'm going to use
friend-
my Grim Tales.
Or did she have bad intentions throughout the whole friendship? She's a Taurus.
When I was younger, maybe about as young as you or a little bit older, it seemed like most of the signs of the people that were closer friends to me were one sign away from me one way or the other. So I had friends who were Sagittarius and I had friends who were Leo or Libra. I had other friends too, of course, but those ones, a couple of them might have had a little more prominence in my life, especially the Libras for some reason. I had a number of friends who were better friends from the Libra area. Yeah, it's going to be cold out there, Kara. But hopefully we'll get the show on time or fairly on time. It's always possible it'll just be a little late. Because then I also have to work that afternoon too. So then I have to head out again and go to work.
He's going to struggle, so it might just be me. All right, you ready?
I am.
And if it's unclear area, we might do a yes/no.
Indeed. Okay, so the Justice card with a curious looking white raven or crow is upright. The Hanged Man is upright, but when I saw the bat hanging upside down, I thought it was a reversed figure, but it's a bat hanging. Kind of appropriate. And then the Six of Wands is reversed.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't see a lot of bad here, but there's some that makes me wonder. The Justice and the Six of Wands reversed might actually be a interesting pairing here. The Hanged Man indicates that whatever Jada's intentions, she seems to do things after a lot of deliberation. Now, I don't know if you're going to tell me that that's true or not, that she's pretty flaky or flighty, but it seems to me that she really does think a lot about her intentions behind what she wants to do, that Hanged Man. What do you think about that? I started for a reason, because the other two cards...
I think she considers choices or intentions or things, but I also think, too, that she does that in relationship to a sense of bargaining, and we could say making up excuses or making up a sacrifice. I'll do this because that might happen, or I'll give up this because that might happen, things like that. So
I'll do this if you do that for me.
So it's a sense of bargaining or trying to position her, maybe a sense of a sacrifice or giving up something to exchange for something.
Well, beyond that idea of this intentional stuff, and I look at Justice, and I look at the Six of Wands reversed, and I kind of, okay, for number one, the Six of Wands reversed talks about people who could be fair weather friends, that are not there really appreciating what you do, your role in the relationship. They never feel they get fairness or enough out of you, going back to the Justice card, and maybe their demands are unreasonable, maybe that's it. I'm not seeing that so much with the Justice card, but, I'm thinking with that Six of Wands here, it's kind of like they just seem to not want to appreciate your efforts and always seem to want more or expect more of you.
Well, I would have started with the Justice card by just saying that this is clearly an issue about fairness, especially because of the way you described it. I think this is probably true. You've surmised this or intuited this yourself, Ari, that they may have been trying to get by on you in some way, and maybe that's the Hangman card, because maybe in a way they project that onto you. Oh, you won't mind this. You'll give up this because you appreciate that more, kind of thing. But it also feels too with the Six of Wands that therefore you're not as valued, and maybe that's just because things seem to be transactional for Jada or Jada. The Fish. The Child. So it slowly moves, or could slowly move towards something different, maybe. But what is that exactly? An abundance of...
Of what?
I don't know.
An abundance of growing up that needs to be done?
Okay.
An abundance
that's the child. That's the child.
An abundance of maybe more immature behavior, in underappreciating you and treating you, like you're just some commodity to them, that's just there when they need you, but they're not there for when you need them.
Well, the child moves slow, so maybe this is putting off that better development because of their childish ways or immaturity.
I can't rule that out. I can't rule out what you said about the Hangman either. I thought that was pretty good as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
So, that's what I'm seeing right now. If you wanted us to do a quick yes-no to see if she had bad intentions throughout the whole friendship, let's take a look at that.
Yeah, let's do that.
You got another deck? Leave that. Use the other deck and let's see what you get.
Yeah, let's use this one. This is the Mermaid's Tarot. Okay. So we'll do a quick yes or no for you, Ari.
Yeah. I just want to know if that's been her intention throughout the relationship.
That's how I will ask it. We'll both shovel.
Yeah. If she's ever been the friend. Oh, thank you. Oopsie. Oh, sorry. There you go. All right, let's see what we get here.
And it's Cups. Queen of Cups reversed.
So I guess she was a friend, but the Queen is reversed. So, in other words, there's this idea of a lack of emotional maturity, to me here with the Queen of Cups reversed.
It's sort of a further corroboration.
So she was a friend, but not a very good one. I would just say that. I think that she just needs a little bit of growing up or maturation in how she treats people. Maybe that she's intelligent otherwise, but, some people lack emotional.
Well, the other cards seem to indicate that no matter how she started or presented herself to you, she had a kind of transactional nature, and that maybe she viewed you as, like Banshee said, a commodity at some point.
Do me a favor and do not scritch him hard. He's shedding and I got hair all over me.
Whoopsie.
Oh my goodness, we gotta brush him. And I'm surprised. Why is he shedding in the middle of sub-zero weather here? What's wrong with you?
Just the way they work.
All right.
Alrighty.
All right, let's move on to Shirley.
Shirley.
And I got Shirley's question. It's about business. So I'm hoping your business did pick up a little, Shirley. We've been sort of saw a little bit of that last time when we read for you.
Excuse me.
Let's see what we get. 7 to 10 days. I'll use... that one. I'm trying to get it out. So I'll be switching up some of my decks. I'm kind of torn. I'll bring out some love decks, but I think I'm going to bring out some cat decks too, because it's not the cat's gotcha month, but it'll be their birthday month. Woohoo! February. Am I right? Wait, no, they were born in March. Never mind.
Their birthday's March.
I will not be bringing out cat decks. Not till March.
And in our eternal ballet dance, we're back up to 863. We keep flexing back and forth between 860, 61, 2, or 3. So if you know anybody that wants to follow a really cool YouTube channel, help boost our subscribership. And we appreciate you. Alrighty.
All right. The Seven of Cups is here upright. But the Knight of Wands is reversed. And so is the Chariot. Which is interesting because both those cards kind of involve horses, right? You know, so it's kind of interesting, but not necessarily happy. I think here you have options, potential options for trying to make growth happen. Choose wisely. It just seems as though things are kind of sluggish this week overall. There's a sluggish, stalling sort of energy this week. I don't know, if it has to do with the weather or other things going on, but the Chariot reversed indicates kind of a stop, and the Knight of Wands indicates things that just aren't moving forward fast enough.
I really do like the Seven of Cups as your opening card, because I think this could be saying that what you may want to do is just try to refine your brainstorming. If you've been thinking about various strategies or various ways that you might advertise more or, drum up your business, this is a good time for you to maybe think about that, not necessarily committing to anything, but really exploring the range of what's possible. But I do kind of get that indication that the reverse Knight and the Chariot reversed are not great indicators for your question. The Chariot reverse can often speak to the idea of a retreat. This could be saying that maybe you have to pull back a little bit just in terms of your own resources availability per something else. So that could be just a saying that maybe you might be slightly overscheduled and you might have to make a change because of that. But it could be other things too. You might have to pull back somewhere. The Knight of Swords, or Wands rather, mostly expresses the idea that some of this is going to make you feel a little less confident or a little bit shaky or anxious, and so you have to work with that as your own personal confidence that you need to figure out how to buoy yourself up from time to time.
Hold on.
All
You're
right.
done? Okay.
The Lenormand gives us the man or an inquirer and the ring.
Well, keep committing yourself to, bringing in the work, bringing in the business. There, it just shows that you need to make a commitment. I would say this too. The man is reflective of either being you or someone else, and so I can't help but wonder here if maybe you might get one new person this week. I can almost see it possible that you could get one new person to commit to, some classes or training this week.
Well, I'm glad that, your real time looks a little better than what we said. Certainly the Lenormand seems to indicate you have the right idea, that being more committed to keeping this flow going, talking it up, or, being encouraging to visitors and things like that. All things are possible indeed, Shirley.
It is indicating the potential for a slowdown, but also that there could be options or opportunities to turn it around. Maybe, a flyer will be seen by a person, right place, right time, and they may contact you. I do feel like maybe one new person could be possible this week. But don't, how do I want to say? I don't want to say to lower your expectations, but be reasonable about your expectations this week. Just keep trying, but it might just be a little bit slow of a go this week.
Alrighty.
Good luck with that. And Kira is up. Kara had an interesting question.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Gonna grab it.
I'm happy for you, Shirley. That's great.
I'm glad things picked up a bit. Why is my older brother always doesn't take me seriously and thinks he can boss me around? He thinks I'm still a little sister. I'm a Taurus and he's a March Aries. Well, those are March Aries, I don't know. They can be very, very forceful.
Our longtime friend was very demanding personality, and he could actually be very upset with you if you didn't take his advice.
Yeah, well, he was up against another Aries, me. So,
You're welcome, Shirley.
I too am a force to be reckoned with in my own way.
All right, let's see what we got here. Our first card is the reversed Ten of Swords. The next card is the upright Ten of Cups. It's a family affair.
Oh my goodness, two
It's
tens.
a family affair.
That's really interesting.
And then the final card is the reversed Eight of Pentacles.
Oh my goodness.
Which,
all right, so look at the question again, Mr. O, to make sure you got this right, because I think I know where I want to go with this, but let me get the Lenormand.
Well, there's almost a part of me that makes me feel like he's afraid of you having too much power.
Let me get the Lenormand in the mix.
Oh, okay. I love that look you gave me that no one saw. There's the whip. Oh, the coffin.
Well, I feel here, he feels it's his duty. I don't know why I'm saying it that way, but when I saw that Ten of Swords reversed, I felt like he feels it's his duty to, oversee you and try to steer you in a particular direction or whatever, or to tell you what to do, how to live your life. Maybe it's a big brother thing, right? You did say it was an older brother. Maybe it's a big brother thing, whatever the case may be. Maybe he just feels you need that guidance, and he feels that he's being a good. He feels, and for right or wrong, Kara, that he feels this is his duty, in the family to do this.
Wow, she kind of nailed it there. That Ten of Swords reversed, a lot of times there are some different ways to look at that, but I'm always more comfortable looking at this and saying this is somebody who feels they're going to take care of things in their own way, i.e., whatever it needs. And so that's how he feels about you, is that he feels he's doing what's right for you, even if you don't like it. And he sort of feels like, I'll say this, that maybe it's kind of what you suggested there. He doesn't appreciate your life or what you're into. He thinks that maybe it's wrong for you and that, he should make you change your ways. And
He's
of course,
Christian, yes. Well.
And of course, the Ten of Cups says, he does this all for family. Maybe at the core of it, there is a sense of love or appreciation at some general level, unconditional. You are family. But I don't think there's a great personal love at all there. I sort of feel like it's just the love of being family. Like you're his sister, so he has to, in some way, be concerned about the family honor. And of course, this could be another way of saying he sort of feels that you throw a little bit of dishonor on the family name.
And he personally may feel as though you're just not doing enough for yourself, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe
that could be that,
you're
yeah.
either not taking care of business or not taking care of yourself, or that you can't do things right without assistance. He's not giving you, he's really not giving you any kind of credit for, the way you are managing your life.
It could be that he sort of feels he has a plan or he has a guide for you, and you're ignoring him or you don't listen to his advice. He sort of knows what you should do, and he doesn't appreciate that you don't take him seriously, maybe. So that Lenormand.
So I think you have to, I'm not saying to have a knockdown, drag-down fight with him or anything, Kara. But when I'm looking at the Lenormand, I'm thinking you have to take a more aggressive approach at just telling him to back off. Just say, hey, back off. I don't need, this kind of smothering from you. I'm in charge of my own life, and that's it. Crack the whip a little bit here and, lay the law down and just say, I'm not going to allow this to continue.
And, with everybody us and everybody else you can remind them that you have people in low places.
Low places. In high places.
Okay, that too.
Anyway. That's what we have for you. That was interesting. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Kara. And yeah, my relationship with my brothers and my sister were less than appreciable.
Well, somebody has popped in the room.
Oh, hello there.
Trying to look at the name. Giftahini? All right, well, we can do a reading for you right now if you'd like.
Yeah, you came at the right time because we just finished our last reading. We don't have another one at the moment.
It's funny. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, which is rare for us to end a show this early. So somebody may still pop in, but...
You're new? Okay, great.
We'll be happy to do a reading for you right now if you would like.
Okay, so the way it goes is we can do a reading for you. It could be a general reading, or it could be a question of some sort. There may be limitations, like we can't do very involved questions that might lead to part A, B, C kind of thing, So if you want to take a moment and consider that.
Yeah, if you want a general reading or if you just want to hang out in the chat.
And I will mention that, of course, our show will be back on Sunday afternoon from 2 to 4 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, our times are Eastern Standard.
And we will answer any question like we do on this show, try to. And I will say that we get a little busy on Sundays, so
there's the
get there early.
Alrighty, we got a question then.
Text NX. Okay, his name is Wilson. Okay.
So basically, should you do that or not?
My deck, right?
That's going to be your deck.
Okay.
And not to put the big sell story on you, but everything we do is for free. Donations are appreciated. We're here on Saturdays to do happy hour. And happy hour is a one-card pull, no questions. We just pull a card and indicate a happy day or week ahead for everybody who comes to the chat room. This week we hope for it to be at 10 a.m. It might be running a little late due to moving in between various appointments. But it's kind of a really big pull for the week, so people really do like that one.
Well, let's see what the cards say. We may have to add on a little brief yes/no reading to give you more clarity.
If we get a vague answer, we have a way of trying to be more specific with a card pull.
Okay. It's the Two of Wands upright. The Six of Swords is upright. That's it. Ooh. And the Tower is reversed. I'm not liking that. We'll take a look at this, though. What do you got?
All right.
I want to see those Lenormand.
And we pull the Lenormand in addition to tarot. So you have the Heart and the Child.
Okay.
Well, this one's not going to be easy, I think.
Well, there's some nuance here for sure. I'm looking at that Two of Wands and thinking to myself, you ought to think about this really carefully and plan and, make sure the time is right, or, make sure you have a good plan on why you're texting him, what it is you hope to accomplish here, and how to handle it. A lot depends, of course they're an ex, so a lot depends on how you've left each other. If you've left each other in a very angry state, for example, you're going to have to try to figure out how to soften this reapproach again. So I think your strategy, believe it or not, some type of strategy, or really giving this some thought before you do it and making sure this is what you really want to do, is in order here.
So looking at the question and then at that first card, I guess this is saying, is there a new approach or new direction towards that idea about getting in touch with them, texting them? Is there something new about that? Does it further anything new, or is it just sort of, rehashing anything old? So I guess that is a question you could ask yourself. Is this moving into anything new? The second card...
Well, that is interesting. I see a couple of different things with the second card depending on...
Yeah, go ahead.
Depending on the situation. And one is that... they could be in the process of moving on, just letting all of this go and looking for peace in their lives somewhere else. They could very well be not really interested in hearing from you right now. But there's also another possibility here when I look at this card, and I'm thinking to myself, about this idea of strategizing an approach here. If you can approach them in a calm, peaceful manner, I'm not saying you have to you have to submit or you have to, apologize for anything or anything like that. But just go with peace in your heart and just wanting to keep the peace with the person. Maybe say how you are, I'm checking in to see how you're doing, and, if we could ever talk again, or, things like that to try to keep it light. That might go better. Trying to just go with this, approaching this like smoothly, smooth waters, instead of making any kind of waves.
Well, you didn't say, but I suspect that this is probably a newer X situation. I don't think this is like an X from a long period of time, but it could be. I don't know. But either way, I like what she said there. I think that the idea, this is more about you. You know, you're asking, should you text him? This could be saying you are approaching with the sense of having moved away from whatever the troubles were between you. You are approaching sort of in that new way that I mentioned, you know, seeking to find something less troublesome that maybe you share still, or that you can at least have dialogue about.
Well, and because here's where the challenge lies, and that's in that Tower reversed. Now the Tower has, you know, kind of shocking or upsetting connotations either way, but when it's upright, it's a little bit better than when it's reversed. When it's reversed, it's telling me here that after this breakup or whatever happened between the two of you, somebody hasn't hasn't taken away what they needed to from this situation. They still haven't really taken in the lessons from this whole thing.
That's exactly right, and that means that the Lenormand cards either do relate or not. Possibly. You have to really decide for yourself, but I feel that
we'll do a yes-no.
We will do a yes or no to give you a better idea. But what I said a moment ago is that I agreed with her, and that this may suggest understanding whether you really learned anything or whether you think they learned anything or that kind of thing. But maybe you need to think about approaching this at a much slower rate, depending on how long it's been and what the situation was. The child and the heart, the child is moving with child steps. They're not necessarily rushing to, you know, that heart dialogue, that idea about love between you or communication.
So the Lenormand is the child and the heart?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I would say that there's still a bit to learn and grow out of what happened here. And see, in order for things to really click again, or at least be able to make some kind of bridge between the two of you, each of you have had to been able to grow from this and learn from this and, you know, take it where it goes from there. But without that growth, without that Tower, you know, the lessons being taken in, I'm a little concerned that it might be premature to contact them. I would say at this time. I would say never, but I would say maybe it needs more time. Well, I'm not sure I'm seeing that here at the moment. I think that they are still, I think that they, you know, it could go either way here. They either want to, if they reconcile with you, they want peace, they want calm, they want tranquility, but they might want peace, calm, and tranquility by moving away from you. The way you asked that question was a little bit different, so I'm not totally seeing what you're saying here in the cards, but do you want us to do a yes-no on that? Do you want us to do a yes-no to see if he wants you and still thinks about you? We could do that. Let's do it.
All right, and we'll both shuffle these, and it's a different tarot.
Yeah. All right, we're going to throw a card and see what we get. Yeah. Even if it's a yes, I would say for right now, maybe wait a little while before you contact.
If you're new here, we should tell you, we feel honestly tarot is a snapshot in time, and that a lot of times the information you get can give you a pause for you to think about it and make up your mind on your own, or later even consider, you know, coming back later and trying again.
And I think what he's also trying to say is it's a snapshot in time, but circumstances in people's lives can shift and change, and, you know, the next reading you get on this may indicate that, so it might get a different result. But sometimes when you ask too frequently, then it really messes up the works. Yeah. You'll get conflicting answers. So let's see what this says. Do they really? Are they still thinking about you and would consider you and still want you in some way? Let's see. Alrighty. There you go.
Cups.
The Four of Cups.
4 cups.
So it says it would happen naturally, which is interesting to me. So what I think it means is, yes, they still care about you in some way. They still care about you. But what about the 4 cups?
Were they okay? 4 cups. It just seemed like maybe to some degree, I agree with that. They care about you still, but there seemed to be something else going on that they were waiting about, and I don't know if that's a question between you two or something else that was going on.
I think the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is an interesting card because it is a card of introspection and thinking, but sometimes it's also a card of laziness, you know? In other words, so maybe they do care about you, but they're not willing to do anything about that right now. And it might be too because they're still processing what happened, you know, and they're still not taking away from it what they need to.
I think I like that.
So that's what we have for you. I hope that makes some sense. Good luck with that. And thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate it. We do appreciate it. Feel free to come back anytime.
So I'm going to mention the shows, but it looks like we're done. But I will mention the shows. Of course, we have Goth Tarot next week. And guess what? Banshee is going to guest star with me. Yep. Everybody's waiting for that. We start off a new round. You're very welcome.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And we will be studying something new that's lurking in our shadow and how we want to absorb and understand those issues and how they make us react to the world. There's always a lot going on with that.
And the work we need to do to integrate that shadow healthily into our lives.
Tomorrow morning will be the emotional exchanges, and it's my weekly show on the emotions, and I draw 3 cards. What is your vibe or energy for the week? What is the emotional challenge? And who or what is coming towards you and why?
And Goth Tarot and Emotional are both video presentations. Right. And on Friday, you did that already. Yeah. Saturday. Woohoo! Happy Hour. Happy Hour is our fun show where everybody just is so uplifting in the chat and so happy to be there. Everybody wants, we all deserve to be happy in life, and there's always going to be something to be happy about every day, every week. So we give you a single card, positive, happy message for your week ahead. So join us for that show at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Why don't you sing out about your show on Sunday?
Well, then my show on Sunday is about material matters. Business, finance, educational matters, the material concerns in life. I do a reading for the astrological signs of the zodiac for your week ahead. And I give some tidbits of what's going on in the U.S. and sometimes the world economy. And that particular show comes out at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. We are not live, it's a video, but we're live in the chat. We come in the chat, we discuss the readings, have coffee with people, and have a good time. That's Sunday mornings, 10 a.m.
Well, I think we're done then. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, nobody else has popped in. Last call for anybody lurking in the shadows. All right, wow, this is crazy.
Thank you, Kara.
Kara, you get the night off early. Kara, by the way, I saw your, what is it called, your doppelganger?
Wow, I did too. I'm like, watch
that was
her
a tough
too.
Cookie.
You might think she's watching your back, but you better watch her too. Hi, Flexi
I thought
Cash.
that was cute.
It looks like you came exactly on time.
Hey, FlexiCash, you came in time. If you want a reading, now's the time. We got a very low turnout tonight. The cold must be keeping people away. So go ahead and type in your question. You absolutely can get one. Go ahead and type in the question. Mr. O, I think it'll be your deck.
Yes, and I have one set of cards I have not used yet, so I would like to. The Global Fusion Intuitive Tarot.
Hey, you're welcome, Ari.
You're welcome.
It's a slow night tonight. What does the universe have for me? Okay.
Alrighty. Thank you for that. And I don't know about you, Flexi, but we are very cold over here in the near Detroit area, southeastern Michigan. It's probably below zero with wind chill. Or close.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Ari. It does seem like she's lacking a little bit of the maturity in her social interactions, the emotional or interpersonal realm of life. I don't know if you find that to be true, but that sort of came out there for me.
And once again, that's the Global Fusion Intuitive Tarot that I'm going to use. So here we go, Flexi. What does the universe have in store for you? All right. Card 1. It's the Ten of Cups. Are we doing this as your reading or just throwing 3 out?
I think, throw 3 out.
Alrighty.
So it's the Ten of Cups, okay.
Upright.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's the Three of Wands reversed.
Okay.
And the Ace of Cups.
The Ace of Cups upright.
Upright.
Wow. Okay, let me take a look here.
Stork. Matching the bird on the Ace of Cups, perhaps. Clouds. Well, easily there's something romantic or loving in store for you.
Well, it could be that, or it could be something else. I'm going to go both routes with that, but I definitely see possibly something emotional going on. It may have to do with family. It may have to do with or a relationship deepening if you are in one or have started one recently. What is the middle card again?
It's the Three of Wands reversed.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting, and that's in the middle. It's really interesting to me, this reading, Flexi, because you have a cup here. You have cups on either side of the Three of Wands, and they're both really kind of
Good.
Well, what's really interesting to me is you've got the Ace, which is number 1 in the cups, and you've got the 10 of Cups, which also translates to 1. It's like an ending leading to a new beginning. But with the 10 of Cups upright, it's a happy ending that's leading to a new beginning. So in other words, this could be a marriage or a relationship that culminates into a marriage. This could be also just something that you are working on, that you're very passionate about, that, finally achieves a level of success that makes you very happy. You feel complete, you feel fulfilled. And that Ace of Cups is indicating that this may be the start, whether it's a relationship that deepens or it's something that you're working on. This could be the start of something beautiful and that makes you really feel emotionally overjoyed. It's just a real positive set of cards right now.
They're mostly really positive, and I almost feel like I have to put the Three of Wands reversed into its most positive light, which is saying that missing one opportunity possibly leaves you with another one.
Wow. I like that.
One that you didn't expect, or the one that you didn't think you were going to appreciate. But then in that context, to me, the Ten of Cups is saying really a very emotional, happy appreciation for what you already have in that area, whether it's your own immediate family or your family circle of friends, the loves you do have or feel, the love of things that really motivates you in your life, the appreciation for art or culture or whatever it is. Those are things that are really important to you too, and that maybe this is what you feel you are left with and that you should embrace, because it really is it's like you just sort of had a reevaluation maybe of what you cared about in your life.
Well, reading what you're saying there, Flexi, I think here that, when I saw that Three of Wands, one of the things that came up, and it really ties into what he was saying too, is that if at first you don't succeed at something, you try again, it may work the second time or the third time. So in other words, there's this idea here with all this positive energy surrounding you right now, and it's mostly positive.
Yeah.
That you just got to keep trying. You just got to keep trying, because something could manifest for you. Looking at that Ten of Cups, it just shows satisfaction and completion and emotional fulfillment. And when I say that, that could be about a job or something that you really are desiring a lot. And the Ace of is like a new beginning coming. And let's take a look at the Lenormand here, because I also see something here that's positive and a little bit shady. Because when I see the clouds, I think to myself, don't second guess yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Don't fall into any kind of depression. A new beginning is waiting out there for you. I really feel here this is saying that no matter how long it's been taking, no matter how hard you've already been working, keep at it, keep trying, remain flexible and willing to change your approach at things in order to make something happen. And I think something will manifest. The stork is all about new beginnings.
Well, right. Clearly, this is just something that is your heart's desire, not necessarily a relationship, but this idea. And, so therefore, I'm proud of you submitting your CV. That sounds awesome. Wish you a lot of luck. I want to draw your attention to this, and I don't know what Banshee thinks, but I almost feel like that's a stork there, too.
That could be a heron.
Okay, well, for me, it's a stork right now, Flexi.
It does kind of, it could be. You'd have to look at your deck description.
It's close enough, but, so the Ace of Cups, the new beginning of something you could really love or appreciate, and, of course, the stork is a new beginning, too. So it coincides. I like that. And I don't know, is that the light side or the dark side to you?
I think it's more the dark side facing it.
Okay.
That's why I looked at the depression, the uncertainty. The uncertainty is difficult to deal with. And this is, I don't know, if you're in the U.S. or not, but this is a rough time right now, even worldwide, where a number of companies, especially U.S. corporate interests, are really cutting back. There's been a lot of job cutbacks. I was shocked to see this list somebody posted on social media of all the companies, because I do the Material Matters show, eliminating jobs right now. So it's not an easy market. So don't be blaming yourself. Don't have any self-doubts. Just keep at it.
So in a retcon context, Flexi, I sort of feel like this is saying maybe these opportunities are slower right now, or will be, and it's probably because of what Banshee's indicating, what the clouds indicate is that things are just a little cloudy right now. There's a lot of uncertainty out there, but ultimately, hang in there. You are trying, and I think it's going to happen. please let us know when something positive happens, or come back and stay in touch with us.
I would just say this, overall, the cards are very encouraging.
Nigeria.
So try to maintain a positive attitude and keep working at it, and hopefully something will pop through for you. And if it does, do come back and tell us. We'd love to hear of your success. So good luck with that. And if you need any further advice, or if things still seem to be slow, come back and check with us again, and we'll see if the cards have changed their tone or offer any other kind of advice.
Wishing you good luck.
Good luck with that. Oh, you're from Nigeria. Okay. Hey, all right.
Good luck to you.
We have a lot of people overseas who follow us here, so it's great. We love it.
And so, that is truly it. I want to get out.
Well, we're leaving 45 minutes. That's a quick show. Okay, I'm going to do it again though. One final chance for anybody else who wants a reading. CJ, if you're lurking out there. If not, we will close the show.
Kara, you get to say goodbye a second time. You're welcome.
Unless Kara left already. All right, well. All right, I'm going to get the final countdown. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Okay.
We're done.
I guess that's it. Well, it is kind of a short show, but we appreciated everybody who did show up, and hope you enjoyed the readings you've got, and we hope to see you all back real soon. Take care. Come on down to happy hour and get a positive message for your week ahead. Okay, take care. Bye-bye for now.